What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Jump. Guys, today I want to talk about this particular topic. And the topic that we're dealing with today is black women making money in the black manosphere. And as a guy who I did not create the black manosphere, although I've done a lot of the administration and a lot of the hard work in building this community, it wasn't my idea. I was a guy that was invited into this space once it was formulated, although I was already making that sort of content. When I was invited, that's when it all came together. But since its inception, around that time, August 2015, the black manosphere at that particular time was very limited in its scope. You had a lot of guys pushing back against feminist talking points. You had a lot of guys trying to give other black men a voice. It wasn't versatile as it is today. You didn't see like the Black Brain Trust, guys like that. You know, you have guys talking about Bitcoin that wasn't very popular at that time, or finance, or self-help tips. You didn't have brothers like, brother Antoine Wade and brother Gabe A. and the Black Brain Trust. The guys like this were not involved in the space. And at that time, there was no real way to monetize, outside of, it's not like it is now where, you have the Patreon. Obsidian was the first person that ever known to do Patreon, but that was something that was foreign, getting black men to support you monthly on your content. All right. It was very, very foreign to do it. Everybody does it now, but at that time, we were some of the earliest people we were the first people to adopt it. And now you see that the manosphere has become a multi-million dollar market. You have the dating coaches, which I kind of brought that community together to create content. You have, you have fitness guys. You have the travel community, which is huge now. And now a new group has decided to sort of come into the market. And now you're seeing the rise of female content creators in male spaces. And I want to draw the attention to two. One sister, Danica Marie, who is from St. Louis, and Jessica X, who is from London. Now, to be fair to Danica Marie, who, obviously she's a very nice looking lady. She was making this sort of content before on Facebook. Okay. So it wasn't like she came and then she was trying to come into this space. This is kind of how she felt already. Now, if you were to talk about somebody like Jessica X, who first came into one of my live streams as a subscriber, and we had a panel, she hopped on and then hopped off. What happened is she kept coming around. She kept participating, and then when other people found her, they were taking her to their panels, and then she just said, well, since I'm over here talking all night for free, why not start my own panel? And then she started her own show. And once she started her own show, it became wildly successful. Okay? Now, she was able to get 1,100 people in the chat, $2,000 in the show, maybe sometimes, from what they tell me, $1,000 in the show, $500 a show. And now the argument is, why are these black women in the space? The manosphere is allowing women to make money in our community. And then, there was a guy, I won't call his name, he was blaming me for letting her come on to the stream that night, and then later starting a channel and making money. And then what I want to respond to this is, if Danica Marie and Jessica X are making money in this space. What does that show you? It shows, number one, that then the content creators must not be that good. That would be number one. Most of them. Okay? Then number two, what it shows is what black men really want to see. Or who they want to be around. Black men want to be around those women. They want to hear this information from those women. And they want to give their money to those women. You know, I went and saw one of those streams that Jessica X has, and she has guys that are donating to her that never have donated to me. I don't know any of these guys. But do you see me getting upset about that? Do you see me getting angry about it? Absolutely not. Why? Because whenever there is a market to earn money, if there's a need to earn money, or if there's a market for it, people are going to hop into the market. All right. This is why you have the Chinese going to Africa. This is why you have, Asians coming into the black community, because there's market there. Wherever there's market, people are going to come and monetize it. And the situation is, if black male creators can't monetize the markets that are there, then what you're going to see is black women come in with those talking points. Now it could be debatable if they really feel that way. In the case of Jessica X and Danica, I really feel this is what they feel. But they're going to come into the market also monetize, because there's an economy here. You're talking about, in my estimation, a $15, $20, $30 million social media YouTube economy that's available, if not, and it grows every year. So of course, and then you have these black men who are over there in their chat rooms, giving them money, giving them, whatever, super chats, cash apps on their streams, on their shows. But then a lot of guys are upset. But the thing about it is, if those ladies were not doing well, then you wouldn't care. If those ladies wasn't getting any attention, then you wouldn't care. The only reason why a lot of guys are pissed off is because you're not getting it. Let's just keep it real. It's more or less like, why not me? Okay? Why not me? Why Jessica X? Why Danica Marie? Why Nicole Michelle? Why not me? Well, then let me give you an example. Let's go back to 2017. 2017, I have been building the Manosphere.com. We had Donovan Sharp writing for us, of CD Media Network writing for us, Ron Wills, Alan Roger Curry. At that time, I had what I would consider an amazing staff that put out great content. Then, at the end of 2016, here comes a guy by the name of Alpha Male Strategies. For 2017. Guy that comes out of nowhere. Out of nowhere. And, at the time, no credibility in the space. Nobody knows him. Within 6 months, he has the market. And he has a market with younger people, reaching a group of people that we neglected. I spent thousands of dollars. Now, I'm not saying he single-handedly destroyed the site, but I do believe that it made me take a look at the business. And at that point, I'm thinking, why him and not me? I'm the one that's put in the work. I put the money up. I'm making these podcasts. And then you know what? I sat back and I said, well, it's something that I did wrong. He tapped into a market that I didn't. Here's an opportunity for us to go back and look at our positions and how we market and do a better job, serve a better need. His strategy was better than ours was. And I was one of his first Patreon supporters based on that. See, what you have a lot of times is when things don't happen for a lot of black men, then you want to get mad at everybody else. You want to be upset at everybody else. Then, but why don't you look at why not? What's wrong with your platform? See, I don't come in just. I didn't know that Jessica X had good live streams until I heard guys complaining about it. I went and checked it out live the other night. That don't bother me. It don't bother me that Danica is getting money over here. That's not my issue. If those guys want to give the money, that's on them. I'm not worried about that. Congratulations to them. They're doing what any person in business is doing, which is monetize where there's a need. But black men are not looking at, well, look at what I'm doing. Look at Kevin Samuels. Kevin Samuels was a person that, at some point he was complaining about the business. He said YouTube was shadow banning him, and he stopped complaining about the shortcomings and he fixed it. Look at him now. He took the time to say it's something that I'm not doing in the business. 17,000 people in the live stream now. 15,000 people. Every video is 200,000 views. But brothers don't want to do that. A lot of brothers want to sit back and complain and blame other people for their problems. Why? So, guys, I know you don't like this. And I know that you're mad. But it's not my fault. Guys, it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson. Subscribe to the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Patreon. Check out all the other stuff here. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. And as you know, the buffoonery remains in the all-time high. I'm out.